It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's out of Downey, and Naomi is ready to go. Naomi, thank you for trusting us with your story and coming on the air. I just want to bring everyone up to speed. So you say that you noticed an address in your Postmates account that's not yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that make you think? That your husband was somewhere else ordering food, or that someone else is using your Postmates to order food?
I mean, it could be either. My concern is that my husband, is sending food elsewhere.
You think he's sending it, like as a gift somewhere?
It could be that, or he could be at this person's house, eating it with them. I don't know. Either way, it's weird.
Can you tell me what the person is ordering? I'd like to get a little understanding of what food and what time of day.
Yeah. So this was recently, and they ordered from not a super fancy restaurant, but like a nice restaurant. It was at 8 p.m. on a Thursday.
8 p.m. on a
And
Thursday.
where was he 8 p.m. on that Thursday?
So here's an interesting thing, too. He wasn't home on that date that this happened.
Okay.
He said he had a work thing.
Did you look on the maps to find out what the address is?
Yeah. So at first, first thing I did, I looked it up because, again, I don't recognize this address. It didn't stick out to me as somebody I know. And I actually drove over to the address.
Mm-hmm.
And, because I was kind of suspicious, and I just walked the house for a little while. I didn't go to the door or anything, but from what I can tell, some woman seems to live there by herself. I didn't see any kids or
so you did a stakeout.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I know that it seems a little crazy, but
listen, I'm watching The Veil. It's MI6. It's very MI6. Very Elizabeth Moss of you.
Well, I would have done the same thing.
So you'd stake it out and spy? What about addressing it? Now, what about just saying, "Hey, husband, what's up? What is this about? And who's there and why?" What about that?
I'm concerned if I give him a chance to explain, he'll come up with something that sounds reasonable, and I'll buy it. And you know what I mean? I'm nervous he's gonna lie to me, and I obviously don't want
Right, you want to stack your evidence.
So yeah, exactly.
You want to be methodical.
I don't want to give him a chance to.
All right. Well, I have been watching the interrogation tapes on. There's a 2020 sort of mini-series special on ABC that I've been watching. So we're going, and I've picked up a few mechanics from that. So when we get to it, I will ask some of those questions using what I was taught.
Right.
Was watching my training of Scotland Yard on TV. But why don't we get everything organized? Why don't we call him? Let's just find out what the deal is. Sisney's going to offer him some roses, find out who he's sending them to. Next, we're on with Naomi. I always get concerned that something's going to go wrong before we get a chance to call, in this case, her husband. So we're calling your husband. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call?
Okay, we're going to do it now. So she thinks that he's over at this other woman's house. She saw the address. She staked it out. Saw another woman living there by herself, ordering food. The Postmates are going there. The orders are going there. Do you know her name? Did you find out her name?
No, but I mean, I have the address, so I know, if he sends the flowers to that address, there's a problem.
Okay. Well, I hear kids too. So let's, we're in the middle of a lot. Everything okay? Can we make the call now? You have time, Naomi?
Yes. I just want to get this done. I'm pretty sick about this.
So the key here, be very quiet. All of us. Tanya, you too. While Sissy does her work here.
I'm always quiet.
It's down to business. It's not, we're not trying to, point fingers.
You're the one who jumps in before you're supposed to sometimes.
No, okay.
I was supposed to jump in.
Okay.
Guys, let's just do the call.
Right. Well, it's been a long time with you out sick, so here we are. All right. Be
Mama's
very
home.
quiet, Naomi. Here we go. All right. Good luck.
Hi, is this Rob?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Rob. My name is Roxy. I'm calling from Glorious Flowers. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. Wait, sorry. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Roxy from Glorious Flowers. We've got a little shop near the Chipotle on Firestone Boulevard here in Downey. I deliver all over LA, though, in parts of OC. And we're doing a promotion today. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. They are free. I don't need cash. I don't need billing info or anything like that from you. Just trying to promote our business.
Yeah, I've never heard about something like this. What's the catch? What's going on? Sorry.
I don't need any money from you. These are just free flowers that you can send to anybody that you'd like. Like I said, we're just trying to promote our new business. All that we ask is that if you're pleased with our arrangements or whoever receives them likes them, maybe refers to friends and family, write us a Yelp review, or come back as a returning customer.
And so I assume you take like my credit card, and then some weird charge shows up later. And
I don't need your credit card or anything like that. They're absolutely free. Like I said, no info from you is needed. We can start with the name of the person you want to send them to and the note, and they can receive them by lunchtime today, or if tomorrow's a better day. Is there anybody you'd want to send flowers to? They're free.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Send them to Kirsten.
Kristen?
No, it's Kirsten.
Oh, Kirsten.
Not Kristen.
Got it. Kirsten.
I know it's
That's okay.
one of those weird spellings.
Okay.
KIRST. And just yeah.
All right. And what would you like to put on the note for Kirsten?
I don't know. I'm not good with this stuff. Like, thank you for every. Oh God, you have something?
Well, I have cards that are already pre-written, like I love you and thank yous, I'm sorry, things like that. Does that help?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, not yet. I think thank you for everything, and everything else too.
Thank you for everything.
I know you can't really write it that way.
I can write it however you want. Thank you for everything.
I mean,
Guy, Rob, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Rob, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have gone in circles with everybody right now, and I need to find out what's happening. Rob, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have your wife, Naomi, on the line. Naomi, just heard you send flowers to Kirsten. Thank you for everything and everything else, too. Can you explain, Rob, what you're doing with Kirsten? Why are you sending her red roses with that message, Rob?
Wait, I'm sorry. What the hell is going on here?
That's the question we're trying to ask. What is going on here? Are you having an affair with a woman named Kirsten?
And
we
for
know
how
that
long?
we know you're eating with her to go.
She's just a woman I know.
Rob,
I'm confused here. What is?
Naomi, why don't you ask him?
Naomi, what the hell are you?
Naomi, are you there?
What's going on?
What?
Okay, Rob. From my studying, Rob.
Yeah.
We have your orders. We have the restaurants. We have the times. We have the addresses from your Postmate deliveries. We know you're with Kirsten. So why don't you tell your wife how long this has been going on? She's with your kids. Like, what is going on, dude?
I would tell you, but I would before I did. I'd have to ask her what the hell happened in Palm Springs. That's what I want to know. What happened with you and Gregory?
Who's Gregory?
We don't need to.
I can't with the kids in the background. This is
all right,
crazy
with
for
the
me.
With the kids on too. That's awesome, wonderful.
Well, hold on.
This laundry,
Rob, it's just us. What happened with Gregory?
You got to ask my wife, but that's her boss.
That's her boss?
Did she have an affair with her boss while in Palm Springs?
I mean, I'm not about to blow her up on the radio, but
All right, hold on. Naomi,
I'm just going to quickly get to this. Did you have an affair with your boss? Okay, don't answer. Don't answer. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, you can't.
I cannot do it.
My gosh. That's crazy.
We're going to leave this one open-ended.
Yeah.
This one's open-ended. I can't.
No.
Kiss FM. What is going on? Seacrest with you. Tiffany and Tanya. You heard the Ryan's Roses a minute ago. Mm-hmm. So did it backfire on Naomi? We called Rob. Rob, why are you hanging out with this other woman? He is, by the way. So we got that. He's revenge hanging with Kirsten.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a retaliation.
Exactly, because we learned from him and Naomi basically that something happened with her and her boss in Palm Springs, and now he's responding to that by him hanging out with another woman. So it's very confusing. We didn't really get to the end of it because it sounded like it was carpool.
Yeah.
It sounds like she did him dirty first. And now he's like...
And so he's getting revenge.
Yeah.
But why didn't she...
Hence the stakeout, though. There was something... Like, you're not staking out unless you have some sort of guilty conscience.
Because she was staking out this other woman, Kirsten, where the Postmate food was going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm overwhelmed in a way. There's a lot that spun out of that.
Mm-hmm.
A little curveball. I want to go back to Ryan's Roses. My back is tight. You know my lower back? Can you see it? Right here.
Now that you're arching like that. Yeah, I do.
It's tight
okay,
from
yeah.
that call. Tubbs, are you busy?
You should roll on a big ball.
Do you have a Bozu or something over there I can use?
Oh, I feel nice.
No, you need bigger than a Bosu.
What do I
Yeah.
need? I need
You
that.
need, like, the big
I need a
bouncy
styrofoam
ones.
roller.
You need that big ball.
Do we have a styrofoam roller in here? No. I thought we had a
We
bunch
should
of
just
gym
keep that
equipment
stuff
the corner.
in here.
Oh, he's going to give me a pillow.
We
Oh,
all
that's
should really actually be sitting on those big bouncy balls while we do the show.
Okay, guys, let's go back to why my back hurts. Ryan's Roses. That's why.
Yeah.
Before we come up with the remedies, we should also just not make the calls, and then our backs would be fine, limber. But here's the thing. So Naomi says, I got to get to my husband here because I think he's cheating. He's ordering food from another address. He's with another woman. I went and I staked out her apartment. There's a single woman that lives there. This is where the food is going. He's not home when he orders the food. They're together. Mm-hmm. Well, we get him on the phone, and sure enough, he says, I want to send the roses to Kirsten. Kirsten's a woman that lives alone. Why are you at Kirsten's house, bro, or apartment, bro? What is this about? Well, we're asking you, why are you cheating on your wife? Well, did she tell you about her boss in Palm Springs? What?
Yeah.
We said, Naomi, did you have an affair with your boss in Palm Springs? And then everything got squirrely. So what we learned was, what we deduced was, but I don't think we needed much more to connect the dots. What we're saying is, Naomi cheated first with her boss, and now he's doing it as well for revenge.
And there's just zero love in that relationship.
And there's kids.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
I
make
know
it right.
because I heard him. It doesn't make it right at all. What I'm saying is, this is a disaster.
Right.
Yeah.
This is over.
This is nothing short of a disaster. It's over, but it's like, it's painful and then painful again. It's double painful. So Selena heard this in El Sereno. Good morning, Selena. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
All right. You heard Ryan's Roses. I had actually stopped the call because I felt like she was in carpool or something when we were asking her all these questions, Naomi.
Honestly, I just thought it was so crazy because there were just those kids in the background, and I was just thinking about how affected they're going to be in the future, and and I don't really understand either of it sounds like she's guilty too.
Yeah.
He's definitely guilty for sure. But it sounds like
they're both guilty. They're both. It's just bad.
It sounded like she wanted something to blame him so that she could blame him first.
She wanted something to blame on so she could feel better about her mistake.
Yep.
Sure, but maybe she didn't know that he knew about Palm Springs.
I think so.
I don't know, but it just sounded so weird and just bad for everyone involved.
Well, especially the kids.
Especially the
So
kids.
what do you
I just
do?
don't see how there's a future.
I mean, so actually, let me ask this. Since they both had a big mistake, do they just say, let's start over? Or
No. There's no love there. There's no trust. They'll just keep doing it. It'll be a dirty cycle.
no one thinks that they could get to the
future.
But they hit rock bottom, let's say. Should they just rebuild?
It's not about the cheating to me. It's the character. If somebody cheats and they go to you directly and say, I'm so sorry, I cheated, I messed up, it's so different to me than I cheated and I got caught.
I don't My back hurts. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's tight from this, Selena. We're going to let you go. Thank you for listening to us. That's Ryan's Roses. That's how it goes down on Mondays and Thursdays here in the morning. It's time for Ryan's Roses. We've been talking about it all morning. Let's do it. Olivia, Sherman Oaks. Olivia, we have a lot of questions, but we sort of distilled them down to a couple here. And thanks for coming on. You tell us that your husband told you he's having an affair, yeah?
Yes, I think.
Okay,
I'm not really sure.
Before that part, what did he say? How did he tell you? What were the words?
Okay, well, so he was a little hazy on those details. He just said her name was Brooke and that they met at a grocery store and they'd been sneaking around since March. But he's not a ladies' man. It just felt a little desperate.
Okay, then my next question is, why is he telling you had an affair if he didn't have an affair?
Oh, okay. So I cheated on him about 6 years ago.
There it is.
He found out about it, and we got through it. He decided to stay with me, but things have never really been the same. Like, he checks my phone a lot. The trust really isn't there. The romance isn't there anymore. So anyway, the other day he came to me and he said he had a confession to make, that he had been having an affair for a few months and that he wanted me to know. He felt terrible about it, but that hopefully now that we have both made a mistake, that we can make things like they used to be. I don't know. I think he's making it up. I think he wants me to feel what he felt back in 2018. And I think his theory is that if we're even, that will help the marriage.
Okay.
All
Wow.
right. We are not qualified, but we can make this call.
Okay.
And you think it's revenge and even the playing field, and that's going to make it stronger. So what do you want to happen here? Do you want him to be sending roses to another woman or you?
I mean, having an affair would be worse. If he sends the roses to someone else, I know this is really over. But if he isn't...
But Olivia, if he's concocting this thing because you did this and he's lying about the affair, he's likely to make up a name to get you to believe he's having an affair.
I just want you to dig a little further. I just feel like something's off. And look, if he isn't cheating, I will get us into couples therapy. I want to make this work.
Well, of course you do, because you cheated.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bad on you.
Okay, no judgment here.
Well,
Yes, judgment. What? Okay, Olivia, hold on for a second. Sorry. Why can't I? Why can't I have an opinion
Yeah,
about
I mean,
she cheated on
Okay,
her
but I know,
phone?
but I mean, that's not for us to project onto her.
By the way, we do these every single day, twice or however many times we do them a week, and we make judgments.
Yeah,
That's
it's our job.
What we do every single. Mark, am I making this up? Don't we actually make a judgment every single time we do this? And now time is like no judgment.
We are anti-cheating as a show, I would say, and
Yes.
infidelity.
Yes,
Okay,
of
but,
course.
Mark, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we make a judgment. That's the
Yes, we
whole
do.
the premise
Yes.
of the thing.
Yes.
She reached out to us and we judge them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. It's not a no judgment segment. We take calls of
imagine?
people judging the people. Hey, what? Hey, where? Did I come to the wrong office this morning? I don't understand. You just throw these things at me and they get me wound up.
Yeah, you really wound
him up
We
there.
are- this is where we judge zone. Judge Judy.
This is a judge
All right?
zone.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Olivia's on hold thinking we've left. All right, Olivia, we've got everything we need. We're just going to come back, okay, and make the call and see what's going on.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you and good luck. All right, hold on one second. The call to her husband is next. It's Kiss. I shouldn't have worn a sweater because I'm all wound up about it this morning. I should have had a T-shirt. It's warm. It's Ryan's Roses, where we are going to make form an opinion about what's happening with this couple. All right? We're going to do it. This is what we do it every single time for 20 years.
That's right.
Jeez. So Olivia reaches out to us to say, my husband's having an affair with another woman. He told me that. But I think he's lying
Yeah, she doesn't believe him.
because she had an affair 6 years ago and she thinks he's just trying to get even. And she thinks he thinks by getting even, it's going to help the relationship. but she wants to make it work, but she hopes he's not cheating.
Because she said if he is cheating, then she's done.
But
Which
I
is
said,
shocking.
that was my judgment. I said, well, if he's cheating, he's done. But she's like, but if he's not, I want to make it work. Well, of course you do, because you cheated and he stuck around. I mean, how many lives does a cat have here? I see. Do we even have time for this now?
Yes, we
So,
do.
Olivia, we're going to make the call. I want to get serious with you. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
Okay, be very quiet. Let us try and find out. My view is if you think he's making up the affair, he might make up a name here to send the flowers to just to get under your skin. So hold on. Here we go.
I'm okay.
Shh, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi, is this Gabriel?
this is he.
Hi, Gabriel. My name is Stacy. I'm calling from Flowers on Ventura. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're a flower shop here in Sherman Oaks and deliver all over the valley, parts of LA, and offering a promotion. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. They are free. I don't need cash, credit card info, anything like that. We just hope that if you like our arrangements, you come back as a customer one day.
I'm sorry. This is just not something I'm interested in.
Are you sure that I don't need cash from you? I don't need credit card info. They're absolutely free, and you can brighten up somebody's day. Is there anybody in your life that you'd want to send roses to?
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Not one person.
Gabriel, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. My name is Ryan. Can I ask you some questions real fast before you hang up?
What?
Thank you. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have Sisney and Tanya with me and your wife Olivia on the line. Just a couple quick questions.
Okay.
So, Gabriel, we have come to understand that you are having an affair. Is that true?
I told my wife about all that.
All right. How long has the affair been going on?
Listen, this is not something I want to talk about right now. This is none of anybody's business. This is between me and my wife.
Okay. So the thing is, we know more than you know, Gabriel. That's the thing. And so we are trying to get to the truth here for the sake of your marriage.
Is Brooke a real person? Or did you make it up to make me jealous?
Are you doing this on the radio?
Just tell me the truth.
I mean, you didn't seem very jealous when I told you.
Because it didn't seem like the truth.
No, I'm not having an affair.
Oh, my God. Look,
I can't believe
I
you
love
went to
you.
all this trouble.
but it's because I love you. I will spend the rest of my life trying to make this up to you. I promise. I will.
So, Olivia, Gabriel, why did you make up the story of you having an affair?
Listen, she had an affair 6 years ago, and you know it just crushed me, and I just wanted her to feel how I was feeling at that time.
I'm so sorry.
And do you feel like this is you got cheated on? Now you lie about cheating. Is this relationship healthy?
Yeah. 6 years later, you still can't let it go. Are you ever going to?
Okay, look, listen. This is between me and my wife. This is not an easy situation to have dealt with. This is difficult. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
it
just
sounds
need
very complicated, and that's something that we are appreciating wholly here. But do you think you're in a healthy place to make it work, Olivia? Gabriel?
Look, Monica gave me the number of a really good couples therapist.
Listen, that
wanna
didn't work
try.
before.
Yes, but it's time to try again with somebody new. Will you please do that with me, please?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will do that. I'll do whatever it takes.
Oh my God.
So, Gabriel, you've forgiven her of the cheating. You're good.
Yes, we obviously need therapy and to talk about this more, but yes, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do.
Well, this is great.
Oh my God.
Actually, this is great. Well done and congratulations, because a lot of these calls end very differently, where people are walking away, throwing it away, and out of no choice. But you two are saying, hey, you cheated on me. I lied about cheating on you. I'm not cheating on you, but you cheated on me, and I forgive you for that. And Olivia forgives you for lying about cheating on her. And that's where we are. And this is,
Thank you, Brian.
in some way, a beautiful thing.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Because I believe the two of you, in the strangest way ever, want to make it work.
I do.
And,
I do.
We do.
and we're going to let you go. That's it. Thank you very much. Right? I think that what I hear there, now, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have been Gabriel in that and forgiven. And then
They say they forgive, but they're not forgetting.
Yeah, he can't. He's making up these lies 6 years later. No.
you don't hear healthy there?
No.
Okay. Just going back to the Ryan's Roses. So it is a bit twisted, but look, we are not in their shoes. We don't know. It sounded by the end of the call like you have two people that have unique situations in a marriage, but really want to make it work. A little desperation, a little infidelity, washed itself out to those two, and they want to try and dig in and see a therapist and make their marriage last and work. So what happened? She cheated 6 years ago. He comes to her and says, I cheated. I'm admitting to an affair. She doesn't believe him. Turns out he did make it up. He lied. There was no woman named Brooke. He lied about having an affair because he wanted to feel a little better about the fact that she cheated, right? Like even the playing field here.
Yeah.
Right.
But he did it knowing he wanted to make it work in the marriage. Like he lied knowing if she did believe him, he was going to say, but okay, we both did this. Let's try and fix it. Turns out she says to us, well, if he did cheat, I'm out. Well, how can she say that after she cheated and he stayed in? And that was my judgment, Tanya.
I understand
can't-
what you're saying. I do. I'm just saying
She can't have it both ways.
there are various sides to every story.
But Sissany, in a way, I saw beauty at the end of that call. I saw one person go, I made a mistake. One person go, I made up some lies. But two people going, let's make it work. That's what I saw.
Yeah, but he's not over it.
No.
And I don't know that he ever will be.
No.
And you know what he said? He was like, you didn't even seem that sad when I told you that I was cheating.
Yeah,
he didn't
exactly.
It's
get
like,
the
it's just like
reaction
so
he
many
wanted.
charades and games. And it's like, what are we doing?
It's not healthy. But I did, at the end of the call, hear two people going, we're not great at this, but we want to try and make it work. And I appreciate that. I wouldn't have been Gabriel in this situation. I wouldn't have stuck around after 6 years. I wouldn't have.
No, sorry.
So, Nikki, Redondo Beach, talk to me here.
It sounds like a happy ending, but it just seems like he doesn't trust her. It sounds like
I
this
think
is
you're right.
going to be a very
I think
rocky
it
relationship.
sounds like his confidence is gone. He doesn't trust her. And here we have a problem. She called him desperate, guys. Remember, she said he seems a little desperate. She said that.
Yeah.
But they want to try and make it work, and maybe they can. You hope for the best.
Yeah, no, I wish him well, but I just, it feels like this is a relationship that's not built on anything good.
Well, that's what Ryan's Roses can be sometimes. Silence from Nikki there on that one. Mm-hmm. She's out.
Yeah.
That's what Ryan's Roses is. Mondays, Thursdays.